Welcome to Beyond Profile. Today is March 20th, and the markets yesterday went through some key levels here for us on the S&P. We had a prior gap fill from '08 at 1401. There was a naked point of control at 1403, and we made it almost to the 1409 area. I think yesterday's high was the 8s. Now this morning we are gapping down, and if you were in the room yesterday, you knew we were trying to get short, looking for some stopping price, because remember what this market is doing. It's in development, it's vertical development still, meaning it's still moving higher. We haven't hit a stopping price. Well, with us gapping down this morning, currently we're trading at 1394, which puts us about 1394.50, and this is ahead of the number this morning. So actually, if we open, we're going to be gapping down below yesterday's low even in this market, which again would set up a most likely probably a V pivot reversal back against 1369. We could see, at least that first move back against that breakout area from this move. And of course, last week we had the 88 level that we were looking for. Midpoint of that is around 1380. So again, in the whole developmental process, you're looking at the 4 stages of market activity. We broke out of the prior balance, vertical development. We don't have our stopping price yet. We may have it now that we were looking at it yesterday. I knew we were getting a little extended after yesterday's move up, and today with the gap down, this could in fact give us what we're looking for. So this can come back, back down through the balance area here. And it depends if we can create a V pivot or not in this market, meaning that we would come right straight back down from these levels and create a pivot here, which would be like this. And then the question is, do we come all the way back into the prior balance area, or do we come out once we hit this level and then bounce back out and make it a 2x top or a lower high of some sort? So today will be pivotal for us, because if we start closing below this is going to look real bearish. You're going to have this green candle hanging up here at the top, and as a matter of fact, if we actually gap below, there'll be a gap to fill technically too. 1404 quarter, that's going to be open now. That's going to be settlement from yesterday, and if we're opening up almost 10 points lower, guess what? There's people trapped on the long side now in this market who thought, boy, this thing's going to the moon, and they wake up and we see we got a gap down. They're trapped, right? So any rallies today, more than likely you get somebody getting close to 1400s. 1401. I still, that 01s to 3 area for me is important. And we get midpoint of that bar, we could see a short entry to form at some point during the day. So it'll be interesting once we get like I said, the housing starts out this morning. Once that comes out, where do we go from there? Does the market continue to sell off? There's a lot of key reference areas on the downside for this market when you start looking at a 30-minute chart of the here. Let me grab that, of the ES. There is mega areas here to the downside. If you look at the 30-minute chart here and the profile, last week's point of control 1390s, you can see where we have a naked point of control here, 92s. Here's another one, 77s. I mean, there's just a bunch of high volume nodes on the way down that, again, we kind of left a lot of imbalanced state, if you will, structurally in this market when we went up. So there's, we could do some work back and forth in here, and the market could still continue to move higher into 1450s and even 1500. But I think appropriately what we'd want to see is some sort of a backfill here, which would actually be healthy. The higher we go in these things, the teeter-totter effect will be in play, where we'll get, a swoop down. Because even if you look at this last leg that we had from here, 1330s, all the way up to here, where's the structure in this? Yeah, we broke out of this balance area. This is probably the nicest thing we've seen since the beginning of February. Was nearly about a month of balance, and then we broke higher. So structurally, and again, if this comes back inside of here, this would actually be very bearish, because we had nearly, well, it was more than a month, wasn't it? This is March 12th. This day here is February 3rd. So you've got over 20 days of trade that was pretty much balanced trade, broke out, and if we were to come back inside of this 1370 area, I'd be looking for a little bit deeper retracements in this then, and create, maybe back down as low as even 1292s. I know there was some areas we were looking at before 1288, some key reference areas. So it'll be interesting, like I said, this morning to see how we fare. We're looking for stopping price, looking for structure to begin, some rotation in this market. Is today the start of it? Sure hope it would be the start of it, because we've been looking for stage 2 to form and then give us stage 3 to get some new balance area. Because again, as a market profile trader, we like those days where we got rotation, we're building structure when we have unfair lows and unfair highs. All right, that's it, guys. So we'll see you in the trading room. Have a good trading day.